Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. Now Season 3 just dropped for Apex Legends. I'm currently downloading it right now, and with every new season comes the good old classic patch notes video. So I'll leave a link to the full patch notes in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comment. I'm going to go through some of the more important points of the patch notes because I wouldn't want to make the video too long. So first and foremost, of course, the new legend, Crypto. His abilities are as follows. So passive is Neural Link. Crypto and his teammates see what his surveillance drone detects up to a 30-meter distance. His tactical is the surveillance drone. Deploy an aerial camera drone, 40-second cooldown if destroyed. And the ultimate is the drone EMP. So you charge up an EMP from your drone. The blast deals 50 shield damage, slows players, and destroys traps. Next, we have the new map, World's Edge. So after multiple suspicious setbacks during the reconstruction of Kings Canyon, the Syndicate has decided to move the games to the cliffside mining city known as World's Edge on nearby Talos. Legends can explore towering skyscrapers frozen by a chemical explosion, then catch a train to ice-covered hills while avoiding deadly pits of molten lava if they want to be crowned champion in this new arena. So they say, where is Kings Canyon? For the start of Season 3, World's Edge will be the only playable map across both regular and ranked matches. As the season progresses, we'll be looking at data, sentiment, and feedback to help us determine the best way to bring Kings Canyon back into the mix. We also had the addition of a new weapon known as the Charge Rifle. This energy rifle slash sniper takes a second to warm up and will do minor damage to players if you keep a bead on them before delivering a mighty blow to whomever is on the receiving end of it. The Charge Rifle is part of the standard loot pool and can be found all over the map. Of course, with the launch of a new season comes a brand new Battle Pass, which you can get for 950 Apex coins. The Legend meta, all Legends, Executioner perk. So this is very interesting. Previously, the Gold Armor perk, Executioner, gave a full shield recharge on successful completion of a finisher. In Season 3, all Legends will have this perk, meaning finishers will fully recharge your shields regardless if you have gold armor equipped or not. Gold armor will now have a Guardian Angel perk that is detailed below in the loot / meta changes section. Moving on to heroes. Gibraltar Dome Shield. Players in the Dome Shield use healing items 25% faster, increased the throw distance by 60%, and increased the cooldown from 20 seconds up to 30 seconds, so this makes being inside that Dome Shield much more effective. His defensive bombardment decreased cooldown from 4.5 minutes to 3 minutes, and decreased the duration from 8 seconds to 6 seconds, but increased the throw distance by 36%. Bloodhound. Eye of the Allfather reduced the animation time to activate by 33% and now immediately tells you how many targets you have pinged. Beast of the Hunt fixed an issue with FOV scaling messing up ADS aim sensitivity, reduced animation time to activate by 30%, and increased movement speed bonus from 25% to 30%. Bangalore's Rolling Thunder increased the damage from 20 to 40. Octane Adrenaline Junkie fixed an issue with FOV scaling, messing up ADS aim sensitivity. So pretty much the same as Beast of the Hunt for Bloodhound. Wraith, designer notes, we've pulled back additional nerfs for further testing, but Wraith's power balance is definitely on our radar. And what happened for Wraith was Dimensional Rift. It no longer deploys if you are downed before placing it. Pathfinder got a couple of nerfs, so the grapple reduced the grapple projectile velocity by 33%, meaning it takes a fraction of a second longer to connect the grapple to the wall. The behavior once you are connected remains the same. Zipline increased the cooldown from 90 seconds to 120 seconds. Moving on to the weapon and loot meta. So hop-ups. A designer note here, we think the number of hop-up types in the game is about as high as we want to go right now when we consider loot dilution and the likelihood of finding a desired hop-up. Going forward, we intend to rotate hop-ups each season. Some may be removed from the loot pool to make room for new or returning ones. Below are the changes they'll be making to hop-ups for Season 3. So they removed Disruptor rounds, they removed Skull Piercer rifling, the base headshot multiplier of the DMR and Wingman have been increased slightly. So the Wingman was 2.0 headshot damage base, 2.25 with Skull Piercer, it's now 2.15 base. And the DMR, so the longbow, was 2.0 base and 2.5 with Skull Piercer. It is now 2.15 base. The new hop-up Anvil receiver attaches to Flatline and R301. The rarity for it is level 4. or gold, and this hop-up empowers semi-auto mode. It offers highly increased damage, but at the cost of reduced rate of fire and double ammo per shot. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to make a video on exactly what the damage numbers are for this attachment. New hop-up double tap trigger, so attaches to the G7 Scout and EVA 8 Auto. The rarity is level 3 or purple, and this hop-up makes each trigger pull fire a quick 2-round burst, so this is going to be crazy interesting for the EVA 8. Consumables. Ultimate accelerants. Ultimate charge restored increased from 20% to 35% and reduced the amount in the world by 40%. Moving on to gold gear changes. So the gold backpack has a new perk called Guardian Angel. So with this perk, you will revive downed teammates with bonus health and shields if they have armor. As for the gold armor, it will now have fast use, so consumable items take half as long to use, which was previously on the gold backpack. Now you will be able to tell when an opponent has the ability to heal faster by seeing the gold armor damage numbers. Moving on to weapons. So for Season 3 weapon changes, our goals were to encourage and improve longer range gunfights and reduce power on some of the weapons that have been dominating lately. We will of course be closely watching data and player feedback on these during the season. So the R99 saw its base mag size reduction. So before it would go as follows, so 18 rounds, 22, 26, and 30 for the purple mag, and after the nerf, it sees its ammo go down to 18, 20, 23, and 27, being the purple mag. They also added some recoil randomness to patterns. For the Prowler, they added some slight recoil randomness while maintaining the same pattern when fired in full auto mode. The longbow saw its rate of fire reduced from 1.6 to 1.3 and reduced leg damage multiplier from 0.9 to 0.8. The G7 Scout saw its base damage increased from 30 to 34. The Hemlock saw its base damage increased from 18 to 22, and a slight decrease to rate of fire to both fire modes. The Mozambique saw a decreased pattern spread and now resets from recoil faster, which should make it easier to track targets and see where shots land. The L-Star, substantial reduction to horizontal recoil, now comes equipped with 1x digital threat optic and reduced the damage from 21 to 19. They also swapped out the kitted gold weapons for Season 3, keeping only the flatline. So the flatline includes a 1x2 optics with all of the higher tier attachments, the EVA 8 including a 1x threat scope, triple take 4x10x threat scope, G7 Scout 2x4 optics, and charge rifle 4x10 threat scope. Moving on to quality of life changes, added a random option for customizing your unlocked load screens. This was a much demanded feature by the community, expanded the ping wheel so that you can now equip your unlocked intro and kill quips. There's new legend battle chatter. Legends now have voice lines that will call out when your squad is being third-partied. This is triggered if you take damage when recently damaged by another living squad. You can now equip multiple skydive emotes if you have multiple available on a character. Hold A while skydiving to open the menu to select the skydive emote you want to use. Daily challenges should only give you at most one challenge for a legend you don't own. No dupe character daily challenges, so you should never get 2 Gibraltar dailies in the same day, for example. Fixes for slowdown/performance drops at the start of a match. Lifeline's dock drone will no longer float away after being deployed on supply ships. That's about time that they fixed that. It was driving me insane. Fixed issue where legends could show up as locked instead of selected when joining a match late. Small improvements across UI to make fonts and other elements more readable. When swapping weapons with one on the ground, attachments will now attempt to transfer to your stowed weapon in addition to the weapon you are about to pick up. Bug fixes. Octane fixed a bug where sometimes mantling while using a tactical stopped players from being able to perform any other actions until the tactical is finished. Watson fixed bug where sometimes the visual effects from her fences would not show up after being deployed. Pathfinder fixed a bug with insider knowledge passive where survey beacon locations would disappear from the map after activating them. Fixed bug where players could sometimes receive additional battle pass rewards by leveling up 2 games in a row. Fixed an exploit that allowed players to spam fire with the Peacekeeper. Fixed bug where looting Lifeline's care packages would not count toward the loot X amount of care packages in the Battle Pass challenges. Fixed a bug where sometimes the smoke visual effects from Gibraltar, Bangalore, and Caustic ultimates would show up on scopes when swapping weapon rapidly. PC, fixed bug where model settings would be forced to high regardless of what setting was selected. Fixed a bug where players could sometimes skip the landing animation after a long fall. Fixed bug where sometimes map, fog, visual effects would disappear while loading in Deathbox, and rebalanced audio to address issues with footsteps, ziplines, and jump sets. Whew, hang on, we're almost done. The last bit is Ranked League Series 2, so I'm not going to go through this. There's a lot of changes that have happened to Ranked League Series 2. I'll leave a link to the blog talking about all the details, as well as a link to a video I made talking about all these changes. I think it was last week. So anyways, that's pretty much all of the patch notes for the Season 3 Apex Legends update. I can't wait to jump into a game and start exploring the new map. Keep your eyes peeled for more videos on Season 3, the new legend, the new charge rifle, and a ton of other things. Let me know what you think about Season 3, what you think the changes will bring to the table, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.